welcome back to my channel. Tish here with Teaching According to Tish, and for today I am sharing with you guys what's in my teacher's bag. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. Alright, so first off I am going to show you guys my bag. So this is the bag that I am using for this school year. If you were with me on my haul, then you know that this was a new purchase. I got this off of Amazon and it was, I believe, less than $30. Now I have been using the 31 bags for about 4 or 5 years now. We were actually given those at the free teacher store for about 3 years in a row. So I have so many of those bags. My one issue is that the bags that I had that are this type did not have a zipper on the top. So if the bag fell in my car or just anywhere, or just having it, the items fell out, or kids would be by my desk and they would just go in and grab things because for whatever reason they thought they had permission to do that. So at least with this, it is closed. Haven't had anyone go in my bag this year, so thankfully they know their boundaries. Yeah, so if it falls over, I don't have to worry about anything spilling out. Everything is nice and contained within the bag. Another reason why I went with this one, other than the 31 bags, because 31 bags do come with zippers now. It is because this bag has so many extra compartments. There are 3 pockets here. You have the 2 mesh pockets on the side, and you get the 3 pockets on the back. So I absolutely love that. Plus, there are 5 mesh pockets on the inside, which was really my selling point for why I chose to get this bag instead. Those pockets on the inside are like essential for me. When I'm using my teacher bag, I don't like to carry an additional purse. Well, actually, I just don't like to carry a purse. Let's just be real. When I'm using my teacher bag, it also acts as my purse, and having those pockets on the inside just gives me extra places to put things that would normally go in my purse that I don't want to just be free in a big old bag, because then they're so easy to get lost. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what's in my bag. Alright, first off, you can see my mint green refillable water bottle. This was also featured in my teacher haul. The reason why I love this, I've always had the big mouth bottles, which look like this. The mouth's a little bit wider, and it just has the lid that you have to screw off in order to drink. Now that is fine if you have the time for that. But when you're teaching and your throat gets dry, or you just want to quickly get something to drink, you don't always have the time to be like, oh wait, let me unscrew it. Okay, wait, let me screw it back. With this one, you just grab it. There's a button right there that you press and it pops open, and voila, you're good to go. So all of that in less than a second. So I absolutely love this bottle, and I keep that in one of the mesh pockets on the outside. The other mesh pocket for right now is empty. Most of my pockets are empty, but you can never have more than enough pockets in a bag, can you? So looking at the pockets in the front, right now I just have a flash drive, and I use this to store like the posters that I need to print at the poster maker, or anything really that I'm printing at the poster maker. For the most part, I use Google Drive. So with that, no matter what computer I'm on, I just sign into my account and I'm able to access it. So I really don't need these the way that you would if you were using a Word document. So yeah, so this is only used for when I make those posters or any flyers that I want to print at the poster maker, because this is the easiest way to get your documents to that computer so that it can print. My middle pocket is empty, and this, honestly, these flare pens are never in my bag. I brought them home, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So those are over in this pocket, but other than that, there are somewhere in here 2 glue sticks for the hot glue gun that have been in there since I believe I was setting up my classroom, and I just had them in there because I wanted to make sure that I had some for me to do a project at home that I never did. So they're still in my bag for that reason. Alright, on the back I just have my ID badge in one of the pockets. Normally I would have my keys in this one, but since I'm home I took them out and they're where I normally keep my keys. as well as my sunglasses would be in this one. But since I'm home, they're where I normally keep them because it's Friday and I want to make sure that I have them when I need them tomorrow before I leave the house. To look inside of the bag, so like I said, there are 5 of the mesh pockets on the inside, and the back, and those 2. So the back pockets are larger pockets, so they take up half of the bag. And one of those, I just have this old charging cube to use if ever I need to. But I don't have a charger in here anymore. I don't know where it went. Honestly, I have no clue where I put that thing, because when I got to my classroom, there was already one in there, so I have no clue where I put mine. But normally I would have this with my charger to use at work, and I just kept it in here. That way, if I just happen to need one, I'll have it with me in my bag at all times. Looking at the 3 smaller pockets in the front, in one of the pockets I have my headphones for my phone, and this is the current set of headphones, and that is just for when I get in a car and I want to talk on the phone. I have them there for that because that is the only reason that I use those. In the middle pocket I have some crackers and a Nutri-Grain bar, as well as some Trident. Now these will change because clearly I eat them, but yeah, so I just have my snacks in there with some gum, as well as a few little cough drops in there. I lost one. And then the last pocket, I have my converter. I don't plan on using it, but just in case someone needs it for some reason, I have the old converter. And then I have my old pair of headphones, and these I will use if I need to listen to a video on my Chromebook or on the computer or whatever. I have these there because it has the old port on them. Alright, in my bag, I normally would have my camera, but since I'm using it now to record, I don't have that in my bag right now. I keep some lotion with me at all times, and I am absolutely in love with this Derma E Vitamin E lotion. I'm using it clearly on my hands at work, but just in case I forget to put lotion on that day or the night before, I have this with me, and I love this lotion. A little goes a long way. It has my hands looking so nice and smooth, and it made my skin look younger. So I also have a pencil pouch, super old. This is from, I think, my junior year of high school or my sophomore year of high school. So y'all, we're talking about 25 years ago. So I've had this pencil pouch for quite some time, probably older than some of you. And in here I just keep a bunch of pens, and this is actually colorful pens that I would use to take notes at church, or you know, just pens that I've used in the past, because I really don't like to write in pens anymore. But I have these in here just for whenever I do need a pen to sign my signature, or like I said, this I will keep in my purse for like church when I want to take notes or such. I also have my wallet in here because, like I said, throughout the week I use my teacher bag as my purse. It is my all-in-one. So I keep my wallet in here just for those reasons. On the weekend, if I'm going somewhere and I'm not taking my bag, like if I go to my boyfriend's house and I take my bag with me anyway, just because I need it to do lesson plans or whatever I forgot to do that week. But otherwise, I'll just take this out. That way I have it because it has my ID in here, and I need my driver's license to drive. I also have my planner, and I must be honest, I have not used it yet. It is October, and I have yet to use my 2019-2020 planner. Good thing is, I have until June to use it, and there are a lot of events and special days going on this month at my school, so that is why I have my Flair pens with me, so that I can go ahead and jot down those days. Like we have to wear pink on the 15th for breast cancer awareness. The last week of October is Spirit Week, and we get to dress up differently each day of the week. So what I did, I just took a picture because it's on a huge whiteboard inside of our workroom. So I just took a picture of that, and I want to go ahead and transfer those dates over so I can delete those pictures out of my phone and have it somewhere more permanent. So I will start to use this month, this weekend. So again, that's why I have my Flair pens with me, so that I can go ahead and start to jot down important dates and reminders in here, like picture day is coming up this month. So there's a lot of things that I need to put on here so that I can remember those dates. So I will start to use this, and my money will not be spent in vain. Alright, so I also have this notebook that I use to jot down any like quick thoughts for my blog post or anything dealing with my influencer business that I keep with me. Hardly use it, but it's just something like if something comes to mind and it's not something that I've planned for this month or this week, but it's something that maybe I want to do in the future, then I'll go ahead and jot it down in this notebook. So this is something that I carry with me, that way that wherever I am, if that pops up, I have that. So that's why this is in my teacher bag, as well as my video notebook. So this one is what I will jot down my plans for my videos in. So I keep this with me for the very same reasons. That way that if I'm somewhere and a thought pops in my head, I can go ahead and jot this down whenever I get the time to do so. And like I said, I don't really use pens anymore unless it's something that I need to use a pen for, but I am in love with these pencils. So this style is actually pretty nice and colorful, and I am just obsessed with writing with these pencils. So these I keep in my bag as well because, like I said, I don't use pens, so whenever I need to jot anything down, when I'm planning for my lessons, when I'm doing anything, I write with these, and I love that they're already pre-sharpened. So these go with me everywhere I go. So I just started using this notebook this past weekend, and I use this to write out my blog posts. So normally I would just type them in a Google document, but that is not always convenient because one, you need to make sure that you have power, and two, you need to have Wi-Fi, and you don't always have those everywhere you go. So with this, I can just start writing whatever I want to write about my blog post that I have planned for that month, no matter where I am. So this is something that I carry with me now, and I have my folder in here that has like all of my influencer things planned out so that I can just look at it, know what's going on, and write according to plan. Alright, we're almost done. So my second to last thing that's in my teacher bag is my Chromebook. So we are giving Chromebooks in my district. We are not allowed to keep them, but as long as we work for the district, we keep the same one. So I use my Silhouette vinyl cutter to go ahead and cut out some vinyl to decorate it. So I have my college's mascot as well as my monogram with an anchor, because I feel like I'm the anchor of, you know, everything. No, but I love the symbolism of the anchor, so that is why I put that on here. But this Chromebook goes with me, especially on the weekends, because like I said, I need to plan lessons and I don't always have them done before Friday. So yeah. And the last thing that I have in my bag is not something that I carry with me always. This is something that I actually just put in my bag today so that I can look at it as I go into my next week of lessons. This is the Reading Strategies book that I got at, I believe, a conference or so a couple years ago, and they have some great strategies in there to help with teaching the different reading standards. So I brought this home since I didn't finish my lessons, that way that I can use them for next week and moving forward. And this is a book that even my facilitator uses at our school, and when she pulled it out, I was like, I think I have that book. So clearly I haven't looked at it since I went to that training, but when I looked at hers, it really has some great resources in it. So that's why I decided to go ahead and take this home this weekend. That way that I will have it for my lesson plans. Alright, and there you have it. That is what's in my teacher bag. And like I said, for some of those things, it changes every day. It's not always the same things. But for the most part, 99% of what I showed you today is always in my bag. So there you have it. Thank you so much for sticking around and joining me on this video today. I hope you enjoyed what you had to see.